is a pleasure to talk to you about this film because I enjoyed it so much. I thought there was so many things that are interesting about it, but at the core of it, it's the human relations, isn't it?
It is, and that's, I think, everything that kind of springs out of that is what makes it interesting and what keeps your attention, and it's the relationships between George's character and my character, and then Jack comes into it and his relationship with George and his relationship with me in this kind of bizarre studio setting, and just really echoes the frustrations of so many people and so many people who believe their hands are tied and there's no place to go for answers, and how desperate that makes people today.
Absolutely, which your character echoes very well.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
It does indeed. The relationships between those characters are very intertwined, although you guys hardly see each other on screen. You hardly see George, but you can feel that tension and that chemistry. So how important was it for you guys to work together so closely and yet not in the same room most of the time?
Well, I was always there with them when they were doing their part in the TV studio, but really I felt so much of my performance just hangs from Jack's performance, and being able to see him create such a fully realized desperation in the studio. My job is half done at that point, so I was very impressed with Mr. O'Connell.
Oh, thank you, Julia. Likewise, vice versa.
You were impressed, you know, being in good company with great actors. How does that, heighten the acting exercise? How does that make it more exciting on a day-to-day basis?
I mean, I think the story is a big ask for all involved. And I think the story is governed by the human element amidst the world that's very technologically obsessed and centered around all this technology and numbers and stocks and what have you. So yeah, to be part of that pulse, to be part of the human element amongst such good company was a treat. And Kyle's great on page, and the characters are beautifully written, and so is the story. And so to know that Jodie was, at the forefront of all of that, and very encouraging towards our instincts as well. I felt like we were able to contribute and make decisions ourselves. So yeah, it was just a great environment for me to be involved in, and hopefully I learned a thing or two as well.
What do you think of the immediacy of the world we're living in terms of, social media and live television and reality, and kind of, the fact that the borders between entertainment and news are no longer that defined?
It's so blurred, isn't it? It's so confusing as a consumer looking at your television. You don't know what is a dog and pony show and what's supposed to be information that is important. It's very much an issue, and I think the 24-hour news has become this just redundant, repetitive. I mean, I think there's a moment in the movie when near the end you see everyone watching the television and then they go back to playing foosball.
Yeah.
And I think it's such a great encapsulation of what's happened to all of us, because we've seen too much, and it's in our homes, and it's desensitized us, and it makes us immune to just the gasp of what it really should be, that go back to playing a game.
That's true. Finally, how did you enjoy the red carpet in Cannes, both of you being Cannes virgins?
Well, he's not. He received an award here
yeah,
last
it's
year.
true, the Chopard Trophy.
Yeah, I got to second base with Cannes last year.
And then last night you went all the way.
We went all the way.
And
that was good. That was everything I'd hoped it'd be.
It was
and
really
more.
thrilling. Yeah, we had a beautiful night.
And you look luminous, so that
Thank
helps. So did you, but she did. She was a little bit more glamorous.
I agree. I agree.